Do you ever feel like your brain is just in a fog? You sit down at your desk telling yourself, this time I'll focus. But 10 minutes later, you find yourself scrolling on your phone, checking your email for the fourth time, or just staring at the wall? You know you need to get that project done. You know you need to study, but your mind just jumps from one thing to another like a panicked monkey. And here's the truth. It's not entirely your fault. We're living in a world that is designed to steal your attention. Every app, every notification, every advertisement is fighting for seconds of our focus. But the good news? You can take that control back. Focus isn't some magic talent you're born with. It's a skill. And like any skill, you can train it. In today's video, we're not just talking about cliché advice like, just try harder. We are diving deep into 8 practical, science-backed strategies to retrain your brain, eliminate distractions, and finally get into that flow state, where you do your best work and feel your best. If you are ready to turn down the noise of the world and turn up your own power to concentrate, then keep watching. This first tip might surprise you.
The first secret, and probably the most underrated one, isn't a fancy app or a complicated technique. Secret 1. Build your focus fortress. Here's a truth I had to learn the hard way. Your environment is more powerful than your willpower. Let me repeat that. Your environment will win. You can have all the motivation in the world, but if your phone is buzzing right next to you, if your desk looks like a disaster zone, your brain is fighting a battle it's programmed to lose. Why? Because our brains are fundamentally lazy. They are designed to take the path of least resistance. If scrolling Instagram, which takes one reach, is easier than writing that report, which takes effort, your brain will choose Instagram. Your focus fortress is a physical and digital space intentionally designed to make focus the path of least resistance and distraction the path of most resistance. So, how do we build it? 1. The other room rule for your phone. This is a game changer. Don't just mute it. Don't just turn it face down. When you need to do deep work, plug it in to charge in a different room. The physical friction of having to get up and walk 20 steps is enough to stop that unconscious impulse. 2. Do a 5-minute reset. Before you start work, take 5 minutes to clear your physical space. Put away the mug, throw away the trash, stack the papers. A clear space on the outside creates a clear space on the inside. 3. Create your sound bubble. If you live in a noisy place, noise-canceling headphones are an investment, not an expense. If not, try white noise or non-lyrical lo-fi music. This consistent soundscape signals to your brain, okay, it's focus time now. Remember, you're not trying to fight distraction with willpower. You are actively designing an environment where distraction doesn't even get an invitation. That's step 1. Build your fortress. Now you have a safe space, but how do you start the engine inside? That leads us to secret number 2.
So, you've built your fortress. Your phone is in the other room, your desk is clear, it's perfectly quiet. But there's one problem. You're still just staring at that blinking cursor. The task in front of you, whether it's writing an essay, studying a new chapter, or finishing that project, it feels massive. It feels like Mount Everest, and your brain is screaming, let's do this tomorrow. Secret 2. Defeat the procrastination monster with the 25-5 technique. This is where we talk about the Pomodoro technique, but in a more modern, realistic way. Explanation. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's an emotional response. Your brain is avoiding the task not because it's hard, but because it makes you feel bad. Maybe it's boring, maybe it's overwhelming, or maybe you're afraid of failing. The solution isn't to try harder. The solution is to trick your brain. We are going to make the task ridiculously small, so small that your brain has no reason to fight it. Here's the deal. You set a timer for 25 minutes. For those 25 minutes, you have one job. Not finish the essay. Your job is sit and write anything for 25 minutes. No email checks, no social media peeks. If a distracting thought comes, write it down on a notepad and get back to the task. And this is the most important part. When that timer rings, no matter how in the zone you feel, you must stop. The tip: you take a 5-minute break, and this has to be a real break. Get up, stretch, drink water, look out the window. The cardinal sin: do not use that 5 minutes to scroll on your phone. Scrolling is not rest. That's work for your brain, just swapping one high dopamine stimulus for another. You need to let your brain actually rest and go diffuse. Anyone can work for 25 minutes. The magic happens after you complete that first session. You get a small win, your brain gets a little dopamine hit, you realize, hey, that wasn't so bad. I can do this. Then you repeat. After 4 sessions, you take a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes. You're not climbing Everest anymore, you're just taking small, manageable steps. You've got your space, secret 1, and you've got your starting momentum, secret 2. But how do you make sure those 25 minutes are actually deep? What happens when your own brain rebels? We'll tackle that inner monkey mind in secret 3. All right, so here's the scenario. You are in your fortress. Your 25-minute timer is ticking. You've started. Everything is perfect. Until your brain decides to speak up. Oh no, I forgot to reply to Sarah's email. What should I have for dinner tonight? I wonder what my ex is doing right now. And boom, even with 0 external dings, you've just been distracted by yourself. Secret 3. Tame the monkey mind with the rapid capture technique. Psychologists call this the monkey mind, our mind's tendency to jump from thought branch to thought branch without ever stopping. Explanation: this is key. You cannot stop these thoughts with willpower. Trying to not think about it is like trying to not think about a pink elephant. The harder you try, the more it shows up. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you, it's just trying to help. It's genuinely afraid you're going to forget that important thing, like Sarah's email. So instead of fighting it, we partner with it. The rapid capture technique. Keep a physical notepad or a piece of paper and a pen on your desk at all times. This is your distraction pad. When the monkey yells, "Buy milk!" you don't fight it and you don't follow it. You simply acknowledge it. Okay, buy milk. Write it down on the pad and immediately return your focus to your task. The tip: the key is speed. Do not stop to analyze the thought. Do not start planning, where will I buy milk, what kind? Just capture and release. The magic here is psychological. By writing it down, you're sending a clear signal to your brain: I see you, I won't forget, I will handle this later. Instantly, your brain feels heard. It no longer needs to scream inside your head. It can relax, and you can get back to your flow state. With just these 3 secrets, you have a clean space, secret 1, a clear time structure, secret 2, and a calm mind, secret 3. But what happens if you do all this and your body is running on empty? Deep focus burns a lot of fuel. How do we recharge? That's secret number 4. You've done everything right. You've cleared your space. You've set your 25-minute timer. You've got your distraction pad. You are ready to go. Except you're running on fumes. You got 5 hours of sleep. You skipped breakfast. And now it's 3 p.m. and you're surviving on your 4th cup of coffee. You're not focused. You're just vibrating. Your body is in a state of fight or flight from the caffeine alone, not from the work. Secret 4. Fuel the machine. Your brain is a gas guzzler. We often think of focus, especially when we're young and ambitious, like you and me, as something purely mental, a game of willpower. Wrong. Deep, sustained concentration is one of the most energy-intensive activities your brain can perform. Your brain, while only 2% of your body weight, uses 20% of your body's total calories and oxygen. When you ask it to focus deeply, you are asking it to sprint.
And if you don't put the right fuel in the tank, it will stall. The first, non-negotiable fuel is sleep. Ever wonder why you can't think clearly after a bad night's sleep? It's not just because you're tired. It's because your brain is quite literally dirty. Recent science has discovered that when we are in deep sleep, our brain has a cleanup system, the glymphatic system, that floods it, washing away toxic byproducts that build up during the day. If you don't sleep, you are trying to work what your brain is still full of yesterday's mental garbage. The tip? Stop the revenge sleep procrastination, scrolling for hours. Treat the last 30 minutes before bed as seriously as the first 30 minutes of your workday. Read a book, meditate, journal. Do not blast blue light directly into your eyeballs. Second fuel, water and slow burn food. Ever get that 3 p.m. brain fog? You are likely just dehydrated. Your brain is 75% water. A drop of just 2% in hydration and your cognitive function begins to plummet. The tip? Keep a huge water bottle on your desk, in your fortress. As for food, eating a candy bar or an energy drink for focus is like trying to light a piece of paper on fire to stay warm. It flashes, sugar rush, and it's gone, sugar crash. You need logs, slow burn fuel. That means protein, eggs, nuts, healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, and complex carbs, oats. Don't try to change your whole diet. Just try this experiment. Instead of reaching for the cookie, reach for an apple and a handful of almonds. See how you feel 30 minutes later. Final fuel, movement. When you sit perfectly still for too long, your body starts to think, oh, I guess we're going to sleep. It begins the shutdown process. Your nervous system gets stagnant. This is why that 5-minute Pomodoro break, secret 2, is so critical. Do not use that 5 minutes to sit still and scroll, as we discussed. Get up, walk around, stretch, do 10 jumping jacks. Movement sends a fresh wave of oxygen and nutrient-rich blood to your brain. It wakes up your nervous system, telling it, we are still alert, we are still in the game. You see, focus isn't just willpower. It's an ecosystem. By honoring your body, by sleeping, hydrating, eating well, and moving, you are creating the physical foundation on which your willpower can actually operate. Now you have a fully fueled machine. But how do you aim all that energy at the right target? What matters most? That's secret number 5.
You have the energy. You've slept. You're hydrated. You are ready to climb the mountain. But when you look at your mountain range of work, it's not one peak. It's 20 different peaks. You have a to-do list that's a mile long. It's email client A, research project B, write 500 words for essay C, fix bug on project D, and also remember to call mom. And so your precious energy gets diffused. You jump from task to task, putting out tiny fires. By the end of the day, you are exhausted, you felt busy, but you look back and realize you didn't make any meaningful progress on the one thing that actually matters. Secret 5. Escape the busyness trap, the power of the rule of 3. This is a common psychological trap that smart, ambitious people fall into. We call it procrastinating. It's when you do easy, shallow work like answering emails, organizing files, to avoid the important, difficult work, like, say, writing this 8,000-word script. Why? Because the small tasks give you a quick dopamine hit. Done, checked, finished. You feel productive, but it's a false high. Busyness is not progress. The solution is ruthless clarity. And we get that by using the rule of 3, sometimes called the Ivy Lee method. And here's the secret. You don't do this in the morning. You do it the night before. Here's the how-to, the tip.
At the end of your workday, before you completely shut down, take 5 minutes. Take out your notepad and ask yourself, if I could only accomplish 3 things tomorrow to move me closer to my biggest goals, what would they be? Just 3, not 10. Write them down in order of importance, 1, 2, and 3. Then, close the book, go rest. The magic here is twofold. 1, by deciding the night before, you have eliminated the single biggest enemy of morning focus, decision fatigue. You wake up and you don't waste any mental energy asking, what should I work on? The plan is already there. You just execute. 2, and this is the most important part, you protect your most valuable asset. That asset is your first 2 to 3 hours of peak focus in the day. Thanks to Secret 4, you know you wake up with a clean, fueled brain. This is when your concentration battery is at 100%. The fatal mistake most people make? They waste that golden energy on checking email, scrolling social media, reading news. That is reactive work. But not you. You have your list of 3. You know your number 1 task is write 1,000 words of thesis. So you get into your fortress, Secret 1, you turn on your Pomodoro, Secret 2, and you apply 100% of your best mental energy to eating that frog, to doing that hardest, most important thing first. Even if the rest of your day explodes with emails and interruptions, you've already won. You have already completed the most important work of the day. You weren't just busy, you made progress. The tip? What if you don't finish all 3? That's fine. It happens all the time. The goal isn't perfect completion of the list. The goal is ensuring you spent your best hours on your biggest priorities. Finishing one truly important thing is infinitely better than finishing 10 trivial things. You are retraining your brain to value true effectiveness, not fake busyness. You are building self-trust one day at a time. So you have your space, your time, your mind, your energy, and your clarity. But there is one more massive enemy we haven't talked about. Other people. How do you stay focused when your colleagues, friends, family, and your boss are constantly interrupting you? That's Secret 6, the art of setting boundaries.
You are in the zone. Quiet space, calm mind, fueled body, clear priorities. You are deep in the flow state. And then, pling, a Slack message from your boss. Pling, an urgent email from a colleague. Hey, your roommate walks in. In 3 seconds, your flow is shattered. And research shows it takes an average of 23 minutes to get back into a state of deep focus after an interruption. 23 minutes! Secret 6, the art of setting boundaries and saying no politely. Explanation. We cannot build a focus fortress, Secret 1, and then just leave the front door wide open for anyone to walk in whenever they want. And here's a hard truth, especially if you're a kind, helpful person, like most of our audience. Every time you say yes to someone else's small, random request, you are saying no to your own important work. Your focus has to be defended. We start with digital boundaries. 1, turn off notifications right now. Not mute, off. Turn off desktop email alerts. Turn off Slack or Teams notifications. Turn off the red badges. Why? Because notifications are designed for reacting, not working. They turn you into Pavlov's dog, salivating and running every time a bell dings. The tip? Instead, use batching. Schedule email time. For example, 30 minutes at 11 a.m. and 30 minutes at 4 p.m. Outside of those times, the email tab is closed. You decide when to check email. The email doesn't decide when you read it.
The harder part, human boundaries. How do you tell your boss or your colleagues no without sounding lazy or unhelpful? You don't say no, you say yes and or not right now. Here are the exact scripts you can use. Memorize them. When a coworker interrupts, smile. Hey, I definitely want to hear about this, but I'm in deep focus on Project X for the next 30 minutes. Can I swing by your desk at 11? When your boss drops an urgent task, absolutely boss, I'm currently working on important task 1, secret 5. Would you like me to pause this to do the new task? Or can the new task wait until I finish task 1? This frames it as prioritization, not refusal. The tip, the visual cue. People respond to signals. If you work in an office or at home with others, create a focus signal. This can be putting on your big over-ear headphones, even if you're listening to nothing. It's the universal sign for do not disturb. Or if you're at home, have one short conversation. Hey family, when this door is closed, it means I'm in deep work mode and really need 2 hours of focus. I'll come out for lunch. You are teaching people how to treat your time. It might feel awkward at first, but they will respect the clarity. Okay, you have an almost perfect system, but have you noticed the common theme? The phone, the emails, the colleagues. We are fighting one thing: dopamine. How do we stop being addicted to distraction itself? How do we make our brains want to do the boring work? That's secret number 7.
We've covered our space, secret 1, our time, secret 2, our mind, secret 3, our body, secret 4, our priorities, secret 5, and our boundaries, secret 6. You have a perfect system. But there's still one huge question. Why does your brain fight you so hard on this? Why is it so easy to scroll TikTok for 2 hours, but sitting down to read a textbook for 20 minutes feels like torture? The answer comes down to one chemical: dopamine. Secret 7, the dopamine detox and learning to love boring. Explanation. This is the most important part of the video. There's a big myth that dopamine is the pleasure molecule. It's not. Dopamine is the motivation molecule. It's the chemical of pursuit. It's the thing that says, do that. There's a reward coming. Here's the problem. Social media, video games, junk food, they are engineered to hijack your dopamine system. They offer an immediate, easy, and super high reward. Think of it like this. If you eat the spiciest food in the world for all 3 meals, what does a normal apple taste like afterward? It tastes like nothing. It's bland. That is exactly what is happening to your brain. You are feeding your brain high-stimulation meals all day long. You are training it to only crave the spicy, the instant reward. Then, when you try to make it do boring work like study or write or read, work that has a huge important reward but is far away, your brain goes on strike. It says, this isn't spicy. I'm not doing it. Give me TikTok. Your dopamine baseline is broken. So, how do we reset our brain's taste buds? We have to go on a dopamine detox. This sounds scary, but it's more practical than you think. 1, the analog morning. This is critical. For the first 30 minutes, ideally 1 hour, after you wake up, do not look at your phone. When you check email or Instagram first thing, you are starting your day with candy for breakfast. You are ruining your dopamine baseline for the entire day. Instead, do boring things. Drink water, stretch, look out the window, journal, by hand, read a physical book. 2, practice active boredom. Remember our 5-minute Pomodoro break, secret 2? We said don't scroll. Now I'm telling you what to do instead. Nothing. That's right. Just sit there, stare out the window, go get water, and just get water. Let your brain be bored. At first, this will feel like torture. You will feel fidgety. You will crave your phone. That is the withdrawal symptom. But as you sit through it, you are retraining your brain that we don't need constant stimulus to survive. And here's the magic. When you lower your dopamine baseline, when you make boredom your normal state, the difficult work, the writing, the studying, starts to feel rewarding. Your brain, no longer overstimulated, will start searching for a reward, and it will find, hey, finishing that one part of my project, Secret 5, actually felt good. You will start getting your dopamine hit from progress, not from distraction. You are rewiring yourself to love the process, not just the instant hit. This is a battle. Social media has billion-dollar armies of engineers trying to keep you hooked. You just have you. But you have these 7 secrets. You have a system. But how do you keep it going? How do you make sure this isn't just something you do for 3 days and then quit? That's the final secret, secret number 8, the power of imperfect consistency.
You have all 7 secrets. You have a plan. You start. Day 1, perfect. You feel like a focused god. Day 2, amazing. You get so much done. Day 3, everything falls apart. You overslept, you grabbed your phone first thing, you broke secret 7. You had no time to clean your space. You broke secret 1. You worked in chaos, constantly interrupted. You broke secret 6. And at the end of the day, that voice in your head kicks in. See, I knew it. I can't do this. I give up. Secret 8. The power of imperfect consistency. Explanation. This is where we go full crappy childhood fairy. Your biggest enemy is not distraction. Your biggest enemy is perfectionism. Most of us fall into the all-or-nothing trap. We think that if we can't follow the plan perfectly, then the plan is broken and we might as well give up. Here is the truth. You will have bad days. You will mess up. You will break every single secret I just told you, and that is completely normal. Building focus is not a straight line. It's messy. It's like going to the gym. Do you quit the gym for life just because you missed one workout? No. Progress is not made by being perfect for 3 days. Progress is made by getting back on track after you fall off on day 4. Imperfect consistency means you forgive yourself fast and you get back to it. The tip is use the 50% rule. On the days when you feel exhausted, lazy, and just can't, don't try to be a superhero. Make a deal with yourself. Okay, I'm not going to do 4 Pomodoro sessions. I'm just going to do one 25-minute session. Or I'm not going to clean my whole fortress, secret 1. I'm just going to clear the space right in front of me. 9 times out of 10, just starting that 50% will give you the momentum to do more. And even if it doesn't, you still won. You kept the promise to yourself. You maintained the streak. Remember, something is always better than nothing. You don't build focus in a day. You build it brick by brick, day by day, by practicing these 8 secrets. You build your fortress. You honor your time. You calm your mind. You fuel your body. You clarify your goals. You defend your boundaries. You detox your dopamine. And most importantly, you forgive yourself and you keep going. That is how you go from being a distracted person to being the person who gets the things that truly matter done.
We have been on quite a journey together, haven't we? If you have watched this far, I want you to just take a deep breath. I know that feeling. That feeling of brain fog, the feeling that you're sprinting but going nowhere, the feeling that the digital world is eating your willpower for breakfast. The single biggest thing I want you to remember from this video is this. It is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. And the good news is, you absolutely can. Focus isn't magic, it's a system. It's an ecosystem you actively build every single day, brick by brick. Remember, 1. You start by building your fortress, because your environment will beat your willpower. Design a space where focus is the path of least resistance. 2. You beat procrastination with the 25-5 technique, not to work more, but to trick your brain into starting with small wins. And take real, phone-free breaks. 3. You tame that monkey mind with the distraction pad. Don't fight your thoughts, acknowledge them, and return. I see you, I'll handle you later. 4.
You fuel the machine. Focus is a physical act. You cannot ask your brain to run a marathon if you give it no sleep, no water, and only candy to eat. 5. You escape the busyness trap with the rule of 3. Decide your 3 most important things the night before, and use your best energy on your biggest task. Don't waste it on email. 6. You defend your time with boundaries. You learn to say, "not right now," politely, and you use visual cues like headphones to teach people to respect your flow. 7. And this is the root of it all. You do the dopamine detox. You embrace boredom. You stop eating spicy food first thing in the morning so your brain can finally taste how good healthy food feels. Real work. You get your hit from progress, not distraction. And finally, the most important one, secret 8, you embrace imperfect consistency. You will fail. You will have bad days. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is to get back on track. 50% is better than 0%. Forgive yourself fast. This was never just about getting more done. This is about getting your life back. This is about being able to sit down and actually write that book, build that project, or learn that skill. This is about closing your laptop at the end of the day and feeling genuinely satisfied, not just guilty that you wasted time. This is about being able to put your phone down and be truly present with the people you love. You have this capacity. It is not outside of you. It's in the small conscious choices you make every single day. Start today. Start small. Start now.
Thank you so much for giving me your time and your attention. I truly appreciate it. My question for you today is, of these 8 secrets, which one resonated the most? Which one are you going to implement immediately? Is it the Fortress, Secret 1, or the Dopamine Detox, Secret 7? Let me know in the comments section below. I genuinely want to read your stories. And if this video brought you value, the best way to support the channel is to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It truly helps get this message out to more people who are fighting that same battle with distraction. Waves, remember, be kind to your mind. I'll see you in the next one.